Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and this is another spice haul. Now, I had to go to the spice market locally here in Calgary. It's a running joke that when I need to buy one thing, I come home with 10. I didn't come home with 10 things today, but I came home with more than I actually was setting out to go there. I always make a list, but let's show you what we've got, because we've got some new spices here which are going to be kind of exciting to use for in some of these new recipes. So let's go through. So I did go because I needed to get some more black peppercorns. And if you watch any of the recipes and the live streams on the channel, you know I use black peppercorn on probably everything that we cook, so I had to buy some more of that. I should have actually got a bigger bag, but this is what I picked up. Tellicherry Black Peppercorns, these ones have been my favorite so far. What I do with these is buy them whole, and then I crush them as I need them in the mortar and pestle. So those I picked up, those new black peppercorns to use, and then I actually wanted to pick up as well. I was researching online and I found some more chilies for some kind of spicy, like Szechuan, Hunan style. There's a cauliflower dish that I want to try to kind of replicate, and I found some of the hottest kind of Asian style chilies. And these are my pronunciation is probably going to be bad here. TIEN TSIN Chiles whole, so whole chilies. And what these will be good for is I'm going to put them in I'm going to be doing a roasted cauliflower ground up with some chilies on there. But in reading these, actually, they say they're really good for making chili oil. So I actually might try to do a bit more chili oil with these, because the heat is between 8 and 9 in the out of 10. So these are going to be quite spicy. So looking forward to trying these. And I had to pick up as well some more ground chipotle powder. I had mentioned in one of my previous spice videos about the chipotle powder from this spice store is like night and day what you would find from the spice that you buy in like a regular grocery store. So if you can get to if you're local in Calgary here and can get to that the spice merchant market, pick up some of the chipotle. It's so good on barbecue chicken. So we use this quite a bit. So I had to pick up a big bag of the ground chipotle peppers. And of course, we're looking at the peppers, you can't stop there, right? And I actually picked up some chipotle of the ground chili flakes. So I think these should be good on some poultry as well. They have a nice, they're not super, like chipotle pepper's not super hot. Heat scale they're telling me here is 5 or 6, so they're definitely more mild. But chipotle are nice because they're like a smoked, and the smell they have is just a nice sweet and smoky smell. So what I normally do with when I barbecue chicken with chipotle, I would marinate them a little bit ahead of time in some of the ground. But what I'm going to use now is some of the chili flakes to put on there, because they're going to be, if it gets marinated overnight, it'll get some nice flavor from the chipotle chili flakes. These would also be really good on steaks. If you're cooking up steaks, sprinkle of the chili flakes on there for sure. And also on if you like it with for breakfast, if you want it on your eggs. It's not super spicy, gives it a nice kind of smoky taste, and I think that would be good on eggs as well, scrambled eggs. And I have a couple other recipes. The cauliflower recipe that I was looking at online called for some star anise as well. So I picked up a jar of the star anise to put into that recipe as well. These go in a lot of recipes. Kind of call for star anise. It's the kind of spice that you don't necessarily always have in your cupboard, but when you do have it, it is a nice addition if your recipe does call for it. A lot of times what I found is I was just omitting it because I didn't have it, so I finally found and picked up some star anise. It's got kind of like a fennel, almost licorice smell to it, I guess would be the best way to kind of describe it. But it's good with vegetables. It's recommending here. It's good for vegetables like leeks and asparagus as well. So maybe to try that, something different. But that's going to be going into the cauliflower recipe, star anise. These are just broken up pieces. And Then I also got, when I was looking through all the racks and the shelves, I found a chili powder there, and this one is Mayan chili powder, and this is going to be kind of interesting. I'll maybe try to do a vegetarian chili recipe with this, a bit more of like a Mexican style of chili. But this is a little bit different. It has a chili, it's got chilies, obviously, for the chili powder, but it's got cinnamon, cocoa powder, cumin. It's got a Mexican oregano. I don't know what the difference would be between Mexican oregano and a regular oregano, but then also onion and garlic powder. There's a little bit of sugar in there, some allspice. So this has kind of the smell is, it's definitely like a chili smell. It's not going to be super hot, I don't think. But it's got a bit more of a, you can definitely smell the cocoa, and you can definitely smell the cinnamon in there as well. So kind of interesting. This would be also probably good, a nice rub on probably like a chicken, or even on I think maybe on turkey. If you were going to be roasting a turkey, it might be kind of nice to have a little bit of that rubbed on there. So Mayan chili powder, we'll be trying that as well. And last but not least, we were at the Saskatoon market yesterday, and we picked up some really we've got a whole container of local potatoes, and I'm going to be making, we'll be roasting these up, making potato salad as well, but probably doing some roasting potatoes. And back from when I remember in my cooking days at the hotel, we used to always, not always, but a lot of times we would put tarragon with potatoes. And tarragon, the herb, is really nice on roasted new potatoes. It's got a nice mild taste. It's a little bit like basil, but definitely a lot more mild flavor. Really good on poultry, also with eggs, it's also, it's used in like a lot of French recipes, but I've used it a lot on potatoes. Really nice with roasted new potatoes, tossed with a little bit of butter at the end, some tarragon, pepper, and it's really good like that. Also good if you're having potatoes that are peeled and possibly just steamed potatoes, plain. It's nice with a little bit of sprinkling of tarragon on there, nice delicate taste, and not super overpowering like if you're going to add in a basil or something on there. So tarragon, we'll be using these with our nice red potatoes. And that's it. That's the spices. So I went to go get two things. I went to go get pepper and chili, and I came home with 7. I think I have a problem now, but I don't have an empty spice cupboard. So thanks for watching, everybody. I will leave the information on the spice market locally that you can check out, and I will also leave information on all these spices down in the description below. So if you want to have a bit more information on what spices I picked up at the spice market, you can check them out below. And when you want to see them in some upcoming recipes, you just please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be starting up shortly with the live streams again to start new recipes. We'll be using these spices in those recipes, and if you had questions or anything on these spices, leave a comment down below and I will get them answered for you. So thanks so much for joining me. Have a great rest of the weekend, everybody, and I am going to cook some potatoes for potato salad. So take care.